Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You can see we are parked in an area not far off of the main road here. So I am going to reveal to you guys where this camp spot is at. My only request is that you leave it better than you found it, because when we came over here, you can see a trasharoo on the back of the trailer there. It is full. People, pick up your trash, please. I don't want these areas to become day use areas where you can't camp at them anymore, like they did in Utah near Moab. That's really sad. I don't want that to happen here in Oregon. Anyhow, I told you I would give you our location. There's this little bridge here. If you look on a map on Google and you type in Lake Owhee Road, O-W-H-E-E Road, you're gonna find this road that goes all the way up to Lake Owhee. I hope I'm saying that correct. Native Americans, please forgive me if I'm not. But this is kind of at maybe like the 5-mile mark. And it's right off of the main road. It's not hard to find, and it's one of the only bridges that are on this road aside from the ones up by the dam. So please take care of this camping spot. There is river access down here right by the bridge. There's plenty of shade. We got here a couple days ago. It was on Saturday and it was 101 degrees. But the past couple days have eased up a bit. Yesterday it was 78 and today it's supposed to get to 80, which are perfect conditions. Abel did fantastic on this 400-mile trek here. No real big issues there. You may have noticed in the intro we did a little bit of off-road riding footage, courtesy of a new drone that I got, and I'm going to be getting you guys a little bit more of that here. I wanted to address a couple of things for the guys that watch my channel for the motorcycle content. Get yourself a set of these Raid Garage brake pedals and shift levers. They are a game changer. It's so much easier to shift the bike while standing, and the braking ability has improved as well with that pedal setup. This bike is so much fun off-road, and the intake and the Aero mid pipe are a huge game changer for any of you guys with an 890, 790 or Norden. You're gonna really like those mods if you decide to pick them up. I'm using the stock exhaust silencer, which is perfect for this setup. It still rips. Instant throttle response. I do have some upcoming content on the channel for the Norden using similar parts. Also, if you stay tuned to the 790 build, we're going to be converting this bike into a rally bike. I love it so much that I want to just keep going with the build. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I've made a commitment. I've bought some parts, and I haven't seen any other YouTuber do a 790 rally conversion, so we'll be working on that. But other than that, I'm going to try and get you guys some more footage here, so stay tuned. Well guys, we weren't able to find anything better as far as a camping spot goes in this area, so we're just going to stay here. Although tomorrow we're going to go out and do some more exploring, and I hope to bring you some more footage at that point, so stay tuned. Good morning guys. Today is a whole nother day, and it just so happens to be our last day out here in the Oregon Canyonlands. We are going to explore the Leslie Gulch, or try to get to the Leslie Gulch area today to do some exploring for some future camping, maybe next year. The whole purpose of this trip was to just get out here and get a lay of the land, figure out where things are at, and then we can do some better planning next year. So this is Sucker Creek Highway or road or whatever you want to call it, and there's a lot of truck traffic here, so you kind of got to be careful, especially on bikes. Make sure nobody's coming. And then there's these dump trucks for whatever reason, I'm not sure. They've got some construction going on out here at the beginning of this road or whatnot. But yeah, I will give you guys an update as we go here, so stay tuned. Well guys, as you can see, we are about, I think we're about 6 miles from this little picnic table area. It's hard to tell. We're near Camp Kettle Creek Road, it looks like. We got 18 miles to go to Leslie Gulch Road. But as you can see, this area starts to become very canyony over in that zone there, and we'll be driving right through there, so here we go. Okay guys, we're about 10 miles from Leslie Gulch Road, but if you are on Sucker Creek Road and you have any type of navigation, you're going to see this thing called picnic table, and it's a little rest area right here. It's about, I don't know, 12 miles in, 10 miles, 12 miles in from the main road, Highway 201. But yeah, here's a, I don't know if this is necessarily a better view, but this is kind of the route that we're on. So anyhow, we're going to keep moving forward. Guys, we just hit Leslie Gulch Road, and this is the sign on the corner of Sucker Creek Road and Leslie Gulch Road, and as you can see, it's 8 miles to Leslie Gulch, so we're going to keep cruising along. The only concern I would have is at some point Willow's Ducati will have to turn around. She doesn't have the same size fuel tank that I do, so we're not sure what the range is on her bike, but other than that, we're going to keep going. So here we are at the entrance of Leslie Gulch. There's a little story here if you want to read it. But we are looking at the worn out sign over here, and it is, don't let your battery drain, babe. It is 7.5 miles to Owyhee Reservoir. So I think that's where we're gonna go and turn around. We're gonna have lunch there. This looks like a really scenic ride through the canyons here. We want to check it out, see if there's any like dispersed camping spots that we can save on the Garmin for a future trip. But yeah, we'll just keep going. This is the magnificent Owyhee Reservoir. It is at the end of Leslie Gulch Road, so there's really nowhere to go from here except turn around and head back. We're gonna have some lunch at the little picnic area up around the corner, and then I'll try to get you some drone footage coming out of the canyon here. It's pretty impressive. The road is kind of sketched. There's a couple of really big 1 or 2 foot drop-offs in an area where there's water going through, so got to be careful on the bikes, but so far we've been doing great. We're both feeling a lot more confident off-road now, so Keep in mind, I've only been riding motorcycles since 2022, and one of the reasons for this trip, along with scoping it out, is being able to take a big adventure bike out and go and ride it off-road confidently. And I'm at that point. I'm not Adam Riemann, but I guess if I talked in his Australian accent about the bike while I'm riding it, it would kind of fit in. But I feel a lot more confident now. So yeah, picnic area, and then we're heading out of the canyon back to our original campsite by Lake Owyhee, off Lake Owyhee Road. Guys, we made it back to the Sucker Creek campground area. Willow and I got split up for a little bit there because I took a side road to go around a water hazard, and she passed me when I was on that side road, so she thought I was in front of her the whole time. Aside from that, you know, I cannot for the life of me figure out why the drone won't stay and follow me, or active track mode. It seems like when you go up or down in elevation, like 5 feet, it just stops tracking you. So the footage that I did get coming out of Leslie Gulch is kind of worthless because it would track me for a little bit and then stop, and I'd have to reset it and start over. So yeah, tomorrow we are driving home, and it's about an 8-hour drive, so we're going to be getting up early. So I'm going to leave you guys with that for footage. See the pretty rocks up there? There's some more footage for you. But other than that, stay tuned on the channel. There's more things coming up. You're going to want to stick around if you're into the motorcycle stuff or Abel, the LMTV stuff. But other than that, I hope you guys are staying safe, taking care of each other, and as always, I will catch you next time. See you later. Bye-bye.